guys? Zack here, and welcome to 2025. So, it is a new year, which means it is time for my annual, ramble about stuff I want to do for the year. So, another year has come and gone, and I'm pretty proud of a lot of the stuff I've personally done this year. So, I did start trying to lose weight a little bit. Like, that was a goal I tried. Obviously, I started playing Ring Fit Adventure. I'm going to eventually pick Ring Fit Adventure back up. I haven't done it in a bit, but that's next on my list of things. That's the first on my list of priorities is continue with Ring Fit Adventure until I beat it, and then I'm able to play it on weekends and stuff like that. And I'm waiting for things in my schedule to kind of clear up a little bit because of the holidays. But once I'm back, I'll be back on that. So that's not a New Year's resolution that I've abandoned. That's just one that I've not been able to do for scheduling related reasons. I'm going to continue with that. But also, I did a couple of really big projects this year that I'm proud of. Obviously, we saw the launch of my Minecraft server, which was a big thing that I've been trying to do for a while now. I wanted to make a Minecraft server for you guys, and I succeeded at that. I obviously have a lot of tweaking that I need to do. So that's going to be my next plan for 2025 is tweaking the Minecraft server so that it, make some tweaks with it, or maybe invite some friends over to hang out on it. That's the big thing, as I wanted to do more stuff with my Minecraft server now that I have it. So that's going to be the next big thing. And of course, we also saw, obviously, Gravity Falls month. Probably one of my favorite projects that I've done. That was a lot of fun to do. Obviously, I did an intro again for the first time in 2 years. I did a custom intro for that. So I'm very proud of myself for being able to do that. So yeah, if you guys didn't see that yet, that was a big project that I did for Halloween. I recommend going to check that out. That was pretty big. And yeah, I am also a little bit closer to my goals that I want to be, audience-wise. Like, obviously, I'm very proud of all of you guys for coming to hang out, coming to join the community, coming to join the Moon Robot Army. I'm very proud of all of you, for helping me one step get closer. So thank you guys for coming to hang out, whether or not you just left a comment, you watched the video, or and didn't leave a comment, or came to one of my streams. Regardless of how you interacted today, I am very happy to have you all in my community, and I hope that we can continue to grow our community going into 2025, because one of my other things is that we need to keep growing the community. That is the big thing that I want. That is the big thing I want to do. And that is more of a long-term goal than a short-term one. Like, continuing to grow my community will absolutely help out in the long term. So, the more people I can get to recruit for the Moon Robot Army, the more closer I get to being able to do this full time. So, that's probably not going to happen in 2025. Although, if it does, I'd be very happy. But definitely one of my long-term goals is filling my subscriber watch requirements, and in order to do that, I obviously need all of you to help. So yeah, share videos around, share your favorite videos around, do all those good things. Tell your friends about it. The word of mouth is very important in this profession, so I would appreciate it if you were to do that. And of course, there's obviously, what is it? I also did my advent calendar for this year. I know it didn't do as well as the years past, mainly because Exit the Game is a bit more, well, not exactly what people come for. Obviously, the whole unboxing thing is the big thing, and I haven't, obviously I can't unbox a puzzle. That's very difficult to do. It's literally the puzzle. Literally, the advent calendar is the puzzle, and there's not a whole lot I can do with that. I may rethink how I do advent calendars going forward, but honestly, I do have fun in doing them, even if they don't necessarily do well. That's kind of the name of the game of my channel. The game with my channel is just, I do stuff I enjoy. I don't particularly care if they do well, but I should probably care a little bit more if they do well. But yeah, those were all big projects that I've done. I'm very proud of those. And then obviously there's all the games and other things that we've done. I would appreciate that as well. I would have been done as well. That's obviously not as biggest accomplishment of some of the handful of things I've done, but hey, being able to, you know, complete Let's Plays and complete projects, those kinds of things do matter, because then I would have a whole, what is it, then you can just watch the playlist whenever you want, and just go back and rewatch my playthroughs of these things. Obviously I haven't finished some of them. I'm planning, if that's another thing that I plan to do, that's also another long-term goal. I'm probably not going to finish a lot of the things that are unfinished, because being perfectly honest, some of them got screwed over by autosaves, and I'm going to have to, and I don't really feel like replaying through them, so I've gotten screwed over by autosaves, I've gotten screwed over by technological issues. So some of my series are probably not coming back, but I want to finish as many of them as I'm able to finish. So hopefully that'll be a thing I do. But there's obviously a couple of things I want to do in 2025. Obviously, one thing I've been saying I would do and I haven't done yet is that I would draw. I would learn to draw. That's something I've been trying to do. I've been saying I would do it, and then I keep forgetting to do it. I'm being perfectly honest, the part of the reason why I've been putting it off is because, you know, I am right-handed, but I get the feeling that I'm not supposed to be. So, here's the thing. I'm right-handed. That is my dominant hand, and if I do everything with I write, draw, and do everything like penmanship-wise with my right hand. However, my left hands, I do everything else with. So I'm pretty convinced that my left hand is my dominant hand, is my actual dominant hand, and then I just never learn how to write properly with it or do any of the other things that I need to do because I lead a lot with my left hand. It's like I use my left hand for pretty much everything. So it's not so much. So in order to learn how to draw, it's not so much, you know, oh, I just need to watch a couple of tutorials or something, and I practice. It's gonna be a whole involved process of me figuring out how to do better with how to kind of sort of become ambidextrous so that I can draw with both hands, or at least be able to use my left hand finally so that I can actually do things that I'm supposed to be able to do with my left hand. And so that's the reason why I've been putting off drawing and other things. I am very confident I have been using the wrong hands to write and draw with for most of my life, and it results in, you know, me not having particularly great penmanship. It also results in me, you know, not being able to draw particularly straight because I'm generally not used to drawing. Because my body it feels like, I don't know the best way to describe it. It feels wrong to be using my right hand. Like there's no other way to describe it. It feels wrong. So yeah, that's why I haven't done it, because I need to figure out how to doodle with my left hand to get better at that. And that is not something I'm going to be able to do on my own. Like, that is obviously something that's going to be a long, involved process that I'm going to need to relearn how to draw and write and everything else. And at which point I'll be able to draw with the hand I'm supposed to be properly drawing with. I suppose I could also use a computer to draw with, because Photoshop lets you do that. You can draw with lines and other things and make stuff that way. But it is going to be, an obvious... It's going to be an obvious process. It's going to be a while before I'm able to do that. But that's something that's on my list. That's something that I want to do for 2025. Also something that I've been trying to do for 2025. Obviously, if you know, I have been working on trying to write video essays. That is something I never have been trying to successfully break into, and I keep struggling to do it, primarily because editing-wise it's something I've kind of had a mental block with for a while. I finally figured out something that I can, kind of figure out how to do to kind of, get better at editing, because that's something I do, is that I primarily make Let's Plays, which means I'm not particularly great at editing. So, I know enough about editing to be able to do what I need to do, but I need to work on my editing skills a little bit, and I think that, making video essays is something that I finally have figured out. So I have one in the works. It's not going to be my Scooby-Doo video that I've been hyping up for years and years and years now, but it is a video essay that I've been very passionate about. It's a video essay that a friend of mine actually asked me to make, so that is going to probably be my first one. So if it's a little rough, that's why. I'm not used to doing it yet. So that's gonna be, it's gonna be interesting. I'll tell you that. Because the best thing to do is to just look at the script and be like, okay, well, I'm gonna do my best to do what I want to do with this, but I'm not 100% on how to write this. But yeah. And yeah, and also the reason why that's going out first instead of the Scooby-Doo one is because I don't know if I've explained this on video yet, but essentially what happened was the Scooby-Doo video has since become a novel. Like, straight up, I have written a novel, and it's literally just going to be a video essay of me discussing Scooby-Doo for however long the video winds up being. So, yeah, I literally wrote a novel. I don't, if you guys understand, and not like a simple, like, little paperback novel that's maybe like 30 or so that's maybe like, I don't know, like 100 or so pages. Like, no, this is a beefy sucker. It's gonna be big. So when it does finally launch, you guys will know it because it'll probably an hour or 2 hours, however long it winds up being, it's gonna be very big. It's gonna be very massive. So that one's not gonna be out for quite a while yet. And also in that regard, I need to work on smaller video essays because that's a bit of a bigger one. That's gonna be a longer process. So yeah. I'm gonna work on some smaller essays in the process. I'm gonna edit those myself probably, because I don't really make any money on this, so I can't really hire an editor and then be like, I would be losing money on that point, like, because I would be paying them out of pocket, like, and I only really have my job to bring in the money, so. Yeah, not being able to make a good portion of money to, properly pay an editor for their services, I feel like would be a very, a big disservice to what they do. And also I can edit myself, so I figured why the hell not? I might as well make it myself. So, yeah, I would like to, but that's the thing. I'm gonna make video essays. And speaking of video essays, this is something that I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna do this, but when I do eventually make a video essay, I do also want to launch a second channel because that is something I've wanted to do for many years now. That is something that I've been planning to do. And I was told not to because obviously I'm still a smaller Let's Player. I'm still a smaller YouTuber. I haven't gotten to that point yet in my career to have multiple channels, but I'm like, I feel like that would be the best course of action because this channel which I love, I've been doing for many years, is a bunch of gobbledygook. I will openly admit that. It is a lot of stuff of me just posting whatever I find interesting, being Let's Plays, being video essay, being news, being a whole bunch of other things. I occasionally post like that's also one more thing is I want to get back on doing, speed builds for you guys, because I've kind of been slacking on that. I have one built on my desk that I'm not doing it, that I haven't finished yet because I haven't had the time. There's a reason for that. It's very big builds that I've just been putting off, but yeah, I'm gonna get back on that. There's a couple of other ones I need to do, but yeah, once I get back on that, that'll be my next project. But yeah, this channel has a lot of different things that I do. I do short form videos where I do speed builds of various Legos that I find and then build. So that is a thing. I also do Let's Plays. The main thing I do on my content, I do reviews on Thursdays, which is a bit of which obviously is not the same thing, and the main thing that kind of brings people into my channel, ironically enough, even though it's not the main form of content. I do news. I cover news topics that I find interesting, which I don't watch the news enough because it's a little bit depressing a lot of the time, but I try to find good news topics for you guys and then I go over them. So yeah, I don't do news as often as I would like to, but that's something I would like to do a little bit more of. But I try to cover some news that I find interesting. So yeah, this is essentially just it's very sporadic when I do news, but yeah, it's one thing I hope to do a little bit more of, but even though I'm not good at it. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I cover that I'm not. There's a lot of different hats I wear, on the main channel, and that makes it very hard for my channel to grow because the way the YouTube algorithm works is it expects you to do the same thing at a set period of time forever, which burns people out. I am not kidding. That burns out a lot of folks. So you've got so of course Let's Players obviously also struggle a little bit as well because unfortunately fortunately streaming is now a thing, which means it's a lot more widespread that people can actually stream games and everything else, which means the YouTube videos that do the exact same thing no longer do as well because unfortunately a lot of that kind of content it's moved on and evolved, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I am happy that this kind of idea is evolving and people are doing a lot more of it, but it is kind of sad that nowadays there's an era, that's an era of YouTube that's probably never coming back, unfortunately, because it has evolved. So yeah, for all those different reasons, I am planning to maybe at the I have to finish the video that I'm working on currently. It'll probably be about 15-20 minutes, but I am going to make video essays. I'm going to launch a new channel for those. So I'll link it in my to my main channel. It'll be my second channel. It'll be more of an experiment than a main channel, but I'm hoping it does well, and I'm hoping that satisfies the YouTube algorithm to the point where I can hopefully properly grow now, because obviously, as I said, the YouTube algorithm requires you to do the same thing forever. I think doing video essay-like format on its own dedicated channel would help with that, because the YouTube algorithm would be like, oh, you're doing one specific thing, we're gonna send more people your way. So, and unfortunately, because I feel like that's far better, and by necessity, that's a good thing, because obviously it means that you guys aren't getting bogged down with more things with other things that you may or may not like, because I do a lot of different things on my main channel. So hoping that helps grow a little bit more people. So yeah, hopefully that'll work. Hopefully that'll work out. You guys will know when that happens. I will announce that on Twitter and Blue Sky that I've done that. But yeah, that's one of the main projects I want to do. I want to launch a second channel for my video essays. I have a big list of ideas of video essay topics I want to cover. Obviously the Scooby-Doo one, and then the first one that I'm doing, which is actually a character analysis, something that I've never actually done, but I'm actually really like how it turned out, even if it is a bit incoherent because of how the series that I've decided to cover is how I've done it is very difficult to kind of explain, but a lot of things I've covered are a little out of order. So in that essay, so it's gonna be very difficult, and also it is gonna be interesting because it is a series that I like. So hopefully you guys will like it too. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And that's pretty much the main things I want to do. There's a couple of things I want to continue, and I also have some small projects. Obviously, we're gonna be continuing doing the YouTube. What is it? We're gonna continue doing the Halloween celebrations, because that is a big thing that I've been doing for a number of years. That's been one of my bigger projects that I've been doing. So that's going to continue onward. That's not going away anytime soon. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I again have multiple ideas that I want to do. Obviously, as I discussed this previous year, I want to do a Five Nights at Freddy's kind of themed one. But I'm not sure how well that's gonna work, because the main thing I want to do is obviously take a bunch of FNAF fan games. That is the thing I want to do. I want to take a bunch of FNAF fan games and play them. But I'm waiting on a few of them that I'm really excited about to release before I actually do that. So Pop Goes Evergreen's the big one. The Pop Goes Evergreen is one that I want to do, but I don't know when that's coming. I don't know when that's coming out, because King Carter, the creator of Pop Goes, is obviously taking his time because it's a fan project. He's only getting funded by Scott, so he's taking as much time as he needs to. to get it finished, and hopefully when he and the other and like I've covered the FNAF fanverse before with Night of Flunkies 3, which was made for the FNAF fanverse, but I want to play more fanverse games. And not all of them are out yet. The main reason I covered One Night of Flunkies trilogy is because all 3 games are out. Like, the 3rd game was part of that fanverse, and it's the only one that's currently out. Some of them have fallen apart because FNAF Plus. What happened is that Fiznom, the creator of that game, he left because he handled something very immaturely. Like he handled some criticism immaturely, I believe is the thing that happened. Which isn't super bad, but it was enough for him to kind of take a step back and leave the project. So FNAF Plus, the game he was working on, is currently dormant. Will probably never see the light of day. And I'm not sure. That was one that I was excited about because I was hoping that would release sooner than it did. So it's currently in production. It's currently, I don't even know if it's probably never coming out. It's currently stuck it's currently stuck in limbo where it's probably never going to see the light of day. It was a full remake of the original Five Nights at Freddy's, so I was excited about that. And it's unfortunately not coming out, so we're probably never going to see that anytime soon. Yeah, but there are a couple of those. Five Nights at Candy's 4 is also another one I'm looking forward to. That's not out, and I'm probably not going to do the entire. Actually, I might. I might do all 4 games. I might do all 4 games like I did with the Crooked Man, but I'm not 100% on that. And then there's a couple of other fan games that I want to do. Obviously, Pup Goes Everscreen, and then I want to do the hard-boiled modes for all of the One Night of Flunkies games because I didn't do those. That's going to be my plan. But again, I have no idea what I'm going to... I have a plan for all of these, but I don't know when I'm going to do any of them. Because I usually end these on a watch-along. I'm currently waiting on Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the movie, to come out, which is also a 2025 release. I don't know if it'll be out for Halloween, so I'm not sure. And I'm also waiting on some certain fan games to release, so I'm not sure when those are going to be out either. So... And also the Joy of Creation Reignited trilogy. That's another one that's being made that I'm not sure will ever come out, when it'll come out, because again, these are all fan projects being made out of the developer's own pocket, and in the FNAF Fanverse cases, a little bit of Scott's. So yeah, I have no idea when these games are coming out. And I'm trying to plan out this whole thing, but I don't know I really don't know how well this is gonna work, because there's a lot of things I'm waiting on to get made and be released. So, yeah, I don't know how well this works. And then I also don't know what I want to do with, obviously, the series, because I have ideas, but I don't know what to review. I don't fully know what to review. I only have the idea of, what if I make an entire FNAF themed thing and uncover all of these fan projects that I find, and I have no idea what to do with any of that, because I'm waiting for things to release. I have no idea what series to cover, so I don't know. I don't know when I don't know if when or if FNAF month is ever gonna be a thing, but that'll be a very big project when it does come out. I don't know when it's gonna, but that's gonna be a big project. But yeah, FNAF month might be the thing. That just might be the thing. Just FNAF. That's it. We cover the first 4 FNAF games. I don't know what else, but yeah. I don't know how well that's gonna work, but that might be how I do it. Just 5 nights. Just play all 5. Probably not the whole thing, but just the first 5 nights of every Five Nights at Freddy's game. We'll figure that out, but yeah, that's my plan. Is play a bunch of FNAF at one point. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, we're gonna continue. I'm not sure how well that's gonna work, but that's another plan. I don't think it'll happen 2025 because again, there's a lot of things I'm waiting on, but when I'm able to do it, I will do it, and that'll be fun. But yeah, we're waiting on that. So hopefully that'll be a little bit of fun. But yeah, that's gonna take a while, and I'm sure it's gonna be a hot minute before I'm able to actually do that. So yeah, we'll see. And obviously, also one final thing that I want to do more of is I want to do more things with friends, because I've been very much slacking on that. I am not good at reaching out to hang out with people and other things. So that is one of the big things I want to do as well. Reach out to friends, do more stuff, and hopefully grow that way, because I'm sure people will find me screwing around with my friends interesting. I think I need to do that more. I'm not doing it for clout. I do it because I want to. Like, I should clarify that I'm not doing that for clout. Although there is the benefit of, if it's funny enough, people will probably subscribe for it. So, yeah, if it's literally just the dumbest thing it's literally just me and my friends being dumb, I am sure that a lot of people will like it. But yeah, my plan is to just, hang out with friends. There's no, ulterior motives for that. There's no anything else beyond that. I just want to hang out with friends and do things. So, yeah, I have one of those in the works, but I can't. It's a little bit curved. This is something that people have asked me about in the comments a lot, but, well, specifically one person, but it has been a recurring comment, which is to play more of Super Mario Party Jamboree, because I did that for the Halloween celebration. That has been something that has been in my feed for months now. That is something that that I've heard people have told me they wanted. So I'm planning to do that. But it's been very difficult getting a group together to do that. So that'll happen when it happens, but I've been trying to get that to go somewhere, and I haven't been able to get it to go anywhere. So I'm trying to do that, but hopefully that'll be soon. But yeah, I want to do more stuff with friends, and hopefully that'll be fun. But yeah, that's essentially what's on my list. Learning how to draw, which again, I told you is going to be a whole involved process. FNAF month, not sure how well that's going to go. Doing more stuff with friends, which is always fun, and I'm sure more people will like those videos because they are fun. And what is it? Oh, what else is it? Obviously, launching the second channel for my video essays, which is a whole big process, because first and foremost, I have to create the video essays. I have to write, record, edit, add all the stuff to them, and that's not a difficult process, but it's not a super difficult process. It's a lot more than I'm making it sound, but there is a lot of steps to it, and I'm on the final steps production-wise that I haven't been able to do because Christmas. So yeah, that'll be next on my list. That'll be first on my list of things, is getting that one video essay that I promised a friend I would make done. So that'll be next, and then we'll work on the rest of the goals as we go. But that is going to be fun. I hope you guys are looking forward to all of those things. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to all 5 or 6 of the things that I wanted to do, but I'm gonna make a list. I'm gonna do what I need to do. I'm gonna try and do what I want, but that'll be interesting and fun. But yeah, hopefully you guys are looking forward to all of those things. Hopefully you guys are having a good year so far in 2025. Because 2025 is currently the year of the snake, so should be interesting. Should be a long time. I hope you guys are looking forward to that. But yeah, hopefully everybody has a lot of fun. Fun. Hopefully you guys have a lot of cool stuff that you want to do as well. If you do have any of those, leave me a comment down below. But in any case, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my kind of rambling rant on 2025 and what I plan to do with it. If you enjoyed, be sure to like this video to help the YouTube algorithm know that you liked it. Leave a comment down below because I like hearing from you, and obviously subscribe so you don't miss any more. Also, be sure and check out my Patreon. It helps fund future projects, helps fund things that I like to do, especially since I've got a lot of things that I want to do. So I hope you guys are looking forward to all of those. And be sure to go, and of course, be sure to go and check out all of those things. Obviously, check out the Discord server. Obviously, we have as I said in the video, we have a Minecraft server, and I'm planning to do more things with it. Going into 2025. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to 2025 and more stuff for my Minecraft server. That'll be fun. But yeah, go check that out. Link is of course down in the description. And be sure to check out my, my Twitch. We stream Saturdays and Sundays. I stream Saturdays and Sundays. At least I will now that I'm kind of out of Christmas mode. So please go check those out. Link is, of course, down in the description. Be sure to check out my Twitter and Blue Sky. Obviously, I lean more toward Blue Sky because, obviously, Elon, as I've said countless times now, Elon bought Twitter. He's not being very smart with it. I recommend not being on there if you can, or at least being on there less, which is something I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be on there less and be on a different site that isn't owned by Elon Musk. So definitely go check that out. Don't use those for updates. Please go check those out. Link is down in the descriptions. And also, of course, be sure to go and check out my Patreon. Be sure to go and check out the videos linked in the end screen. The top video is the most recent video. It may or may not be this video. Whereas the bottom video is the video recommended to you based on what you've already seen from me. So if you want to try something new or see more of what you like, then be sure to check both of those videos out. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching. As the next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.